listening to I Am Refocused Radio with your host, Shamaya Reed. This show is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. And now, here's your host, Shamaya Reed.
Hey, welcome to I Am Refocused Radio. We are here once again today. Just like any other time, we have another show. We have another person. We have our guest today. Her name is Heidi Beyer. She is going to tell us all about her website, burenewed.com. She's a lifelong entrepreneur, talent agent, a business owner, and artist. She's going to talk to us about being openness and authenticity and both success and failures in life. So welcome to the show, Heidi. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, Shamaya. How about you?
Doing awesome, man. It's Texas, man. It feels like it's a little winter right now, but by tomorrow, it'll probably be 80 degrees.
That's how it is. I know. It's like you're getting our weather in a couple days. I'm out in LA, and we've had some real chill happening. Real chill.
Los Angeles is a good spot, man. I have a cousin out there. He's in ready as well, man. So like that's not a bad place to be visually because y'all got the nice scenes out there.
Totally. I'm up in nature. I'm up in the canyon, up in Laurel Canyon.
Nice. Got
beautiful trees and lots of green. And then we're about 15 minutes from the ocean.
That's
so
awesome.
Can't beat it.
So let's kind of, before we talk about your website, burenewed.com, and everything you do with your products, let's go back in history. Tell us a little bit about your upbringing, because I'm reading your bio. You come from a family of entrepreneurs in New York City. How did that spark of entrepreneurship come into your world?
You know, I have to tell you, it's actually such a good, question, because I think when you come from a certain place, you sort of take on that thing already. You already have it built in. You know, it's sort of really in the thread of who you are. And, I feel that actually it probably goes back to many generations, even to the old country. But, it's sort of like my father was, you're kind of scrappy. It's like you have this thing where nobody's going to do for you. You got to go out and make it, and nobody's giving you anything. So that's sort of how my father was. It was always instilled in him from his father, because actually my grandfather, I didn't know him too well, but he was a fisher. He was a fisherman. He had like a store it's called the Fulton Fish Market, which was really back in the day, like if you go into like any, it was like in a Sizzler steakhouse or any of those places, with the fish and the turf and they always have pictures of like the Fulton Fish Market. And my grandfather had a stall in there. It was a very famous place where people went and got fish, fresh fish. Anyway, so I really think your way. My father made his way. He was a business owner. You always kind of bring people around you. We're very lucky like that. We just, pull in. We have, my family comes from great energy. So everyone, you kind of pull in the right mentors, people who kind of lead you to how you're going to, live your life, or at least give you some tools, to sort of lift you up. Not like they're going to give you money or anything like that, but they're just going to give you their knowledge. So I think my dad really just kind of, as a really young man in his early 20s, that was a big deal for him to start, what kind of business is he going to do? So, he really got in as a business owner right away, and he stuck with that particular industry and his business and grew that, which was actually in the retail space. And back then, that was a really great place where you could grow and have many different stores, if you will. And his stores were all from office products. So that was what he loved, and he loved dealing with the public, but he was also dealing with businesses. So, I worked in his store as a little kid. It's like I always wanted to work the register, work the money. So I already knew that was something that I was going to do. And I sort of emulated what he was doing. And so, it's kind of like you get kicked out of the nest, if you will, to go fly on your own. But, it was always important that we all went to college. So that was a big deal. But I knew that I was always encouraged to do something that was going to make me happy and be free and have creativity and also, the passion behind it. So for me, creativity and passion was all about sort of being in the entertainment industry. I was always kind of encouraged to be an actor. I always wanted to go on Broadway. I always wanted to, be in the movies. And so, that was something that I sort of kind of in the very beginning, I'm like, okay, well, what can I do? What can I do? So, I went to college actually in Boston, which was Emerson, which is a big kind of a film communication school. And that gave me the tools to sort of, kind of get more into like, okay, well, what I wanted to fine tune, what did I want to do? So did I want to, be an actor? Did I want to be a producer? Did I want to be a writer? So, these were things that I sort of was working out. And I think we were all about, so, you asked me, what's my background? And, it's all about kind of, hey, I want to try this. I want to try that. I want to wear it all, wear all the clothes and see what fits the best and what made me happy. So, in fact, I became a talent agent out of just a sheer, I fell into it. I knew that I would be good. It was an opportunity. And I actually it wasn't an opportunity. I made the opportunity is really what it came down to. So that was that's an entrepreneurial spirit. It's like you make your way. You sort of create, you carve it out. People don't necessarily have it in their brain that's something they, at that time, these guys who I was working with, they had no idea they needed me until I came on. And, I was in college. I was in my second year in school, and I was going full time. And I was, kind of casting movies, major motion pictures, and, kind of all different from national to local stuff and, running casting sessions. I mean, I was having a blast. So, that's sort of how I got my start, if you will, as an entrepreneur.
We're talking to Heidi Beyer, and she is doing a great job telling us everything about her life, how it leads up to what we'll be talking about, her being the CEO and founder of Be You Renew. Again, that website is beyourenew.com. So before I jump into asking you about your brand, New York is huge on the global scale. And it kind of paint the picture of the culture, being exposed to that culture, because I've been to New York twice in my life. And man, it's like Chicago, LA. Everyone's on their hustle. It's like everyone's doing a million things and they're just going. What was it like for you, and how did that help you continue that energy in your pursuit of your business?
Yeah, that's a superb question. It's all about energy. And I mean, it's just like that. It's almost like you have a threshold of stimuli. It's like having, you're born into wanting desiring a certain stimulant, that you're already so excited, lots of lights, lots of, noise, lots of activity. Your eyes, it's like a festival of, not just sound, but visual, just your taste buds. There's just so many different, it's an amalgamation of culture and intellect, different people, tolerance. I love that I grew up where, this is how life should be, is we're all one. unit. I just felt like even though there are, millions of souls in this spot, it's like there is a commonality that we all are here together, and we're all. It's almost like it's like a harmony. With the chaos is actually harmony. It's very harmonious how people move. They're walking. Everyone walks so quickly through the lights. Through hailing your cabs. Going to the museums, wherever you're going, going to restaurants, just enjoying, everyone's doing their thing, and you think everyone's an individual, but the truth is that we're all a collective, a collective consciousness of energy, and the stimulation just expands from there. I mean, if you go to a museum, one of the things for me, at least, my parents were into the arts. And, my father was an art history major, and my mother was wanted to be an actor on Broadway. And so she acted for many years and really into fashion and the garment. My other grandfather was actually a furrier. This was back before, when it wasn't cool to to be a furrier. But the whole it's clothing, And so we got to experience a lot of different ways of kind of going about what a lot of people want to experience, which is sort of what makes them happy and joyful. And so, going to, a museum, like the Museum of Modern Art was just, something that we did on a regular basis, going and seeing the beautiful art. And I actually, here's a good little story. I remember going with my family, and there was an installation where there was a particular painting, and the artist, there was nothing on the canvas. It was blank. And I was like, this is total, this is baloney. What is this, Dad? This is baloney. And he goes, no. He goes, I want you to really take it in.
Trust the process.
Right? It's like, it's an experience. It's like, that's what it was meant to be. It's like, what would you want to put on top? What would you lay on that canvas? So that was sort of the point. It's like you get to be your own artist. You get to lay whatever colors you want to lay on top of that. So, it's sort of like these experiences. And I was very going to see Broadway shows was, very a big part of our upbringing, and experiencing really having the ability to appreciate everything, to appreciate different cultures, different foods, people coming in from Europe, people from Asia, people from Puerto Rico, all over the planet, and they all descend, and you get to taste the flavors of where everybody's from. I mean, it really doesn't get much better than that. And so, for me, it's like I had already built that threshold. Not only was I comfortable, knowing that I would be able to make my way and do what I want to do and be successful, that was already given. No matter if on a daily basis, I have doubts or things that creep in, and, I wonder, is this going to work or is this not going to work? And, a lot of fears pop up. Still in all, there's that baseline, that threshold of knowing the truth. And that is that, I have the confidence to do this. I come from a place where there's so much opportunity. That's what New York is, opportunity galore. And it's just, look, it doesn't get much better than that. And I know that it's a really special kind of, upbringing, a special existence. And I recognized how lucky and fortunate I am. And we're not talking about anything to do with money at all. We're just talking about experiences. But the ability that I have the support and have the support to continue to, want more, to want to see more, to go out and really travel and really experience what people go through and the empathy. So that's sort of the next level. And that's sort of what leads into the desire to create this particular brand, BU Renewed, because of the empathy and the compassion about myself, about others. This is friends, family, to complete strangers, people I want to serve, because life to me is about service. And the thread of who I am is literally all the way deep down in the soul is about what can I do to help one person be a better person and just spread the light and spread the love. And that's where this particular journey kind of, is the platform for that.
With all those stories you said, the part about the canvas really hits home, because I said a long time ago, man, this is like back in 2017 when I was doing the show at a barbershop. So that tells you how crazy this connection is. But when you mention the canvas, and there is a part of time when you are feeling like you're staring at a blank canvas and you're like frustrated, or you're just confused, or you're just like, what is going on? Like, what's next? Like, why is it not looking like anything? It's just blah. And I feel like a lot of people can look at their life and think that at certain times. But it's until you start embedding yourself in the process of making your masterpiece. And I'm going to get to what I said in the barbershop. I said, life is a blank canvas. Our talents, our gifts, they're the paint. But our actions is the paintbrush. And that's how we leave our mark on history. It's what we decide to do with our gifts and our talents. You explained it very well, how you have your passion to basically help people. Well, that describes everything about BU Renewed and BeRenewed.com, because your products there are designed to give people a chance to pursue a healthier, better life. So kind of break down the products you have and how they are working side by side to help them do their part.
Wow, that's too good. I mean, I love that. Yeah, that's exactly the right way to kind of frame that, because that's what it is. And so we actually developed kind of a cool way to, it's like, supplements are very, very prevalent in the market, and they really do. It is something that I use for many years, and 100%, it does give me a lift. They support they support my life. They don't replace anything in my life. It's really a support mechanism, with nutrients, with the vitamins, minerals. These particular products that we developed. In fact, we had scientists and doctors who work on this particular line. They've been doing what they do for more than 20 years. And this has been in existence, really in development, if you will, for 4 to 5 years. We've picked out kind of handcrafted the ingredients, the formula to make it what it is. And so what we have created is our systems, they're supplement systems, a system, and there are 3 of them. There is a well-being system, if you will, and there is a stage 1. So the way that we created this is there are 2 products within one system. The well-being is stage 1, which is the morning formula. And then we have the well-being stage 2, which is the evening formula. And it's a comprehensive pack that allow, each if you take the full program, that you get the full benefit. And so we're talking, the well-being focuses on anxiety, stress support. It's all about calm. It's all about rest. It's all about relaxation, and then getting the best night's rest that you could possibly get. So together, you have just the opportunity to, kind of really reboot, reset, get your life back, and really have, during the day, it's the anti-anxiety, it's the stress relief, it's just having the support of all of the products or the formula that's going to give you the best results in the quickest amount of time. So we created this as a 2-step formula program. We have also a program called the Age Well. So this is something that applies to me. So this is, that's why it's so close to home. Everything I do, it's like, I know that it works. I feel better for it. And so I just want to share that experience. And I know that it'll help other people to really kind of get the best and most out of their life. So the Age Well is cellular support. And I'm so into regeneration of the cells because, on a daily basis, it's like you have that opportunity to whatever you put into your system to really get your cells to work better. And the key is it's about, turning back the hands of time. And it is something that I know I look pretty good, and I work on my body, I do the working out. My skin is phenomenal. Everything about what I do, it's about, I know that these products actually add to it. So this takes care of your energy level. It helps with vitality, with your mobility, your joints. So the stage 1 is the morning formula, which is our, getting off of the fatigue and getting into energy. And again, it's sort of like the regeneration of the cells. The stage 2 is mobility, your joints, your vitality. It's the evening formula. So these products taken together, these are all the products you need for aging well. That's what this pack is in the Age Well system. And then the last system we have, so we have 3 flagships. The last one is called the Stay Sharp system. And Stay Sharp, well, I guess you can guess what that is, Shamaya.
Yeah, healthy for the mind.
Yeah. So we've got the stage 1. It's the neuro complex. It's for the brain, brain supplements, memory, focus, clarity. Your stage 2, it's anti-aging again, it's mood, cognition, your stage 2. It's all about making sure that you have that energy and that vitality, all of the products. If you get all 3 systems, they all work together in conjunction to making you just feel the best you can possibly be on a daily basis. You are the best of who you are. And that's what this is all about, giving yourself the best opportunity possible to live your best life.
We're talking to Heidi Beyer, and you can go directly to her website, BeYouRenewed.com. She is the CEO and founder of Be You Renewed. When it comes to wellness, that's something that a lot of people in the United States have been hopping on. I mean, everybody's talking about being healthier, trying to eat better, have better relationships with doctors. What you're doing with your products, these are tools. And just like any tool, you have to learn how to use them and how they are designed to function. When you are educating people with your products, what are some of the frequent questions that they have or concerns as far as learning more about this? Because sometimes this can be a world of just pure blank canvas, if you will, because people just don't know as much.
So I think the main thing, is to always support if they are under the care of a doctor or they have issues that would be needing to be resolved through medical, that's number one. That this is not to replace that, as I say, even about anything in their life. This is simply to be an adjunct to it. And if there's any question whether any of the ingredients would interfere, they absolutely need to, seek an opinion of a medical professional. So that's first and foremost. This is not about replacing that or saying, oh, yes, you can use this over that. No. That the medical community is there for, and they do. I mean, that's number one. This is to support and, to actually add to. Now, from my perspective, I'm into healing and I do a lot of things alternatively. I've in my mind and in my body, I know that these, the formula actually allows me to go see the doctor less, but that's me. And I come from a whole other, place. And there's a lot of people who are similar, But, I find that, that these particular ingredients, they're very high level, that they really do allow you the healthiest you possible. So as far as questions, people just ask, are they going to interfere with anything of the doctor? And the answer is the medical, professional will answer if there's an interference, and you can judge from there. Any of the products or the lines, everything is tested. There's been over 300 clinical studies done on all of the ingredients, so they can feel comfortable in knowing that each and every ingredient that's in each of these systems are thoughtful and that they produce results that will absolutely give them benefit, and they're not going to more or less. There's no way that they can do any more, because the body is just a sieve, and it will flush out that which it doesn't need. But it's important for people to, we actually guarantee the products. So, if there are any issues, they can return. It's not a problem. We're here to support growth, and we want people to feel better for it. Yeah.
Once again, listen to our Refocus Radio, talking to our guest today, Heidi Beyer, and visit her website for more information about her products and learn more about them in greater detail is berenewed.com. Can't believe time has flown like that. It feels like we started 2 minutes ago. But before we let you go, how can people stay connected if they have any further questions about your products, and how they can place orders, all that good stuff?
Yeah, you can go directly to the website and order the systems at www.burenewed.com. You can reach me at Heidi at HEIDI at burenewed.com. There's a customer service email as well at burenewed.com, and we have a staff of professionals who are available to help anytime during the weekday. And then we are on Instagram as BU Renewed Official. Facebook is BU Renewed, TikTok BU Renewed, Pinterest, and YouTube as well. So please, visit us and, ask any question. We're here for you. We just want you to be, we just want you to feel really good about, your life. And there should not be one moment or one day that you allow yourself not to have the best opportunity possible. And we are here to make that opportunity as easy, effortless, as cost effective for you as possible.
Once again, Heidi Beyer, CEO and founder of BU Renewed. Go to the website, burenewed.com. Again, Heidi, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Shemaya.